Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome. Rosa Psych Investigator. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Rosa Psych Investigator. Hello. Oh. Hello, everybody. Huh? Supermodel. Also today, huh? Wow. So, I'm here to collect soul of Republicans. I collect soul. Rose Investigator has been eaten alive. I took her soul. So, oh my God. So yeah, my third eye. So guys, okay, let me show you. This is so funny. So today, I have problems. I have mental problems. Okay, so we have a third eye. The third eye chakra. Spit her out. No, guys. So this is so funny. Okay, this is a little strange. This is a conspiracy theory. Yeah, this is alien exists. It's like alien exist. They do. I know they do. They do. It's true. It's true. Yeah. So guys, okay. So seriously, I'm kind of like I have to reorganize everything, almost as if I'm moving because there's people coming to my house. So I have I have several addictions, but this is so strange, guys. Okay. I have addiction to rubber bands, and it sounds weird because when I organize things, I love folding things into with rubber bands, and because I want to give away so many clothes to this store. Long story. So I have to fold everything, and this store has the best rubber bands. Oh my God. Seriously, let me show you the rubber bands. Very special rubber bands. Look at the color. This is a commercial for rubber bands from Flying Tiger store. So I was like, I have to have those rubber bands. If I don't have those rubber bands, I'm not going to be okay. So I had to go all the way, took the subway to go to the Tiger store. And hello, I get there and I find the heads. I was like, I cannot, they were teasing me with those things. So I was like, this is perfect. This is perfect. Hello, indivisible. Okay, guys, no, this is it reminds me. It's kind of sad. I don't mean to minimize, okay? But this is like the antenna, the weapon for the laser weapon. So yeah, the antenna. Yeah, antenna. Woo, antenna. So I was like, actually, I did have a laser gun somewhere else. I left it somewhere else. But you guys, seriously, I was like, I saw this and I was like, perfect. Because, guys, yeah, the last live stream was kind of heavy a little bit. I'm not sad or anything about it. Like I was explaining to someone else, it's hard sometimes, but it kind of goes away a little bit. Well, this is even more stranger like this, right? It's even kind of cooler and strange, almost like Margiela or something. Okay, so anyway, so fashion statement here. Huh? Oh, hello, the new collection. Oh. So anyway, guys. So as I was saying, last live stream was a little. Sometimes it's kind of like it goes. When I cry, not because I'm sad, but because I feel it. And then it kind of moves on, okay? Kind of moves on. But today I was running all these errands, doing crazy things. So yeah, this is all frog. Oh, frog? Oh. So anyway, so that's it. I went to get the rubber bands and I found this. Can you believe $5? It's a good price for something funny. You know what I mean? Funny. And by the way, I know talking too much, but then on the same street, going on a kind of a side street, there's a store. It was not on purpose, okay? So I found there's a store. It's a very famous costume store. It's called Abracadabra. and they have wigs. So I'm thinking I didn't get the wig for Ivanka because they had the wigs. I was like, do you have any wigs for Ivanka Trump? And they were like, they didn't really have the one. They don't have totally straight, but they had one with bangs. I was like, no, this is it. They may work if it's like bangs, because that's when I'm gonna put the handcuffs on the bangs. Remember, I told you the story before that I wanted to have a wig for Ivanka Trump, where I would have bangs made out of handcuffs. So you know, so then I was like, you know, to do like, you know, in the front, but it was kind of expensive. I thought, yeah, I don't buy wigs normally, but I thought it was a little expensive. But I'm thinking about it. It'll be funny, guys. Did you think $45 for wigs is expensive? I mean, costume wigs, not real wigs. It's expensive. I was like, this kind of a little bit expensive, but I think it'd be so fun. You know, it would be worth it. Because I can't. The other thing is like, no, not worth. No, too much. 45. Is it? I'm asking. Is it expensive or no? I don't know. No, I'm asking you if you know. $45 for a wig. Is it too much, or no? Is it worth it? Because it could be, you know, not too much. Okay, no, this is good. Okay, good. And the handcuffs. Oh yeah. You should source. Kind of high. Yeah, not too much. Yeah. I wouldn't for the costume wig. Yeah. Worth it. Yeah. So I don't know. I'll think, because, you know, maybe there's others wigs. I think it's just, I feel like 45 a good price. Okay. Yeah. Because guys, you know, honestly, I've been dreaming about this, but at the same time, I've been dreaming about this. It was so funny for the laughs. You know, it's worth it. Find, oh, that's right. Maybe online. That's true. Maybe I could find one. I don't know. Yeah, because, you know, guys, this is the thing. I'm not going to be able to do live streams from my house anymore. Okay. So starting on, you know, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to, long story. And then, but this is like, you can try it on. Yeah. But the thing is, it's already there. You know, sometimes I like buying things online, but sometimes if it's in front of you, you know, and I feel like, can you imagine? It's going to be a hit. Like if you have like the handcuffs hanging on her in front of her eyes, like that's brilliant. You know, and I have rubber bands because I was explaining. He's like, how are you going to glue? The guy who was selling it to me, he was like, how are you going to glue it? How are you going to glue it? Yeah. How are you going to glue it together? And I was like, oh, I was like, he was like, glue it with whatever. I was like, no, it's kind of heavy. So I was like, yeah, rubber bands work too. So I don't know. So anyway. Cost no, but no, I can't rent because I'm going to destroy the wig. I'm going to destroy the wig. Okay, that's it. That's the point. Ivanka Trump wig. That's it. Okay, so okay, rent. Yeah, no. So anyway, I'll think about it, guys. I told the guy I was going to go back there tomorrow. Okay, I think that could be fun. You know, I never like, and I was like, it's tax deductible. Hopefully, you know what I mean. Like it's because I am an entertainer. I am an entertainer. Yeah, I entertain people on internets. I entertain it. I entertain. So, yeah, exactly. So anyway, even talking about it is like, so I found that, okay, let me show you another one, okay? Okay, another one. Okay, and then, another one, last one. I got chicken, because I don't know why they had chicken. Maybe it's because Easter's coming. That must be why. Chicken. Okay. Chicken. Hello. Is that chicken, right? That's what it is, chicken. So I don't know. This one is like, oh. Okay. This is like, so anyway, so it's fun, you know, just for laughs. Do the chicken dance. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know. Is there a chicken dance? Dun, 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 dun. Rooster. Is that right? How it is? Unbelievable. Guys, you know, I'm sorry about the whole thing with the... Oh. Hello? Oh, is that right? I don't know, guys. I'm so antisocial. I'm crazy, okay? This is why I thank God for internet. We're supposed to do readings, huh? Come here for internet conversations. So this is... Hi. Chico. Oh. Okay. All right. So, okay. So, all right, guys. So let's get started. Let's get started. Okay. So, all right. So now, guys. Okay. Let's talk about the news. Okay. So before I'm starting. So I just wanted to say that John left a comment just before I checked it out. Okay. And apparently, I think it's new, right? It just dropped today. This article, the New York Times, about the history of Trump and Deutsche Bank. I haven't had a chance to. He posted it. Okay, so 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 then, guys, it's very interesting. Okay, so I haven't had a chance to read this article, but it's a big deal. Okay, so it's about how the so there's a lot. I was like, oh, there's not that many questions today, but already there are. So I'm just gonna go over quickly. Okay, so because I've added a few more things since. Okay, so guys, going from okay. So Cindy Yang, our friend Cindy Yang. So now let me read here. The House Committee. Okay, leaders of the House Intelligence Judiciary Committees have just formally asked the FBI to conduct a counterintelligence probe into Cindy Yang. This is according to the Miami Herald. So Cindy, hello, Cindy Yang, the human trafficker. Okay. So that's interesting information. So okay. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, is it true? Oh, no, really? So okay. So that's interesting information. So then we have. Now this is also really quite interesting. Okay, so there have been reports I've seen on and off that I don't know how I came across this, but Saudi Arabia's king has relieved MBS of several of his former responsibilities, which I read the article. I don't remember where it was. Okay. The article said that some of his he was some sort of financial committee or the head of like finances or something. Okay. So this is interesting, guys. Okay. I wonder, they're seeing people saying, oh, maybe it's Khashoggi. But when I saw the thing about finances, I'm like, oh, maybe it's Jared's money. You know what I mean? Think about it. It's strange. He was giving away money. What the hell's going on here? So this is because remember, guys, I had this vision one time. I don't know if you remember this, that I saw that people were going to inject something in his arm. And he was like, oh, don't worry. This is a doctor has come to see you. And then puts something in his arm and he like loses it. And then he puts him in like some sort of like, kind of like a prison or whatever. I can't help but think that there's something coming out about MBS and you know what I mean? They want him out of sight. Also to protect the Saudi Arabia in general. I'm sure, don't you think? And then because people are saying that this connects to okay, so then Brody, today there was the news. Oh, there's a penis on our face. Look, anyway. So Brody, today there was news of Brody and news of Brody and what's his name? And the raid. Okay, so the raid. This is the thing. The raid of Brody. What did he do before? He's like obviously a criminal. So what he did was like he did lobbying for UAE and Saudi Arabia as well. Okay, you know what I mean? It's kind of strange. It's kind of like shady, right? So I feel like somehow this is connected. Okay, and then of course, hello, Dreamweaver. Are you dreaming? So anyway, so as I was saying, hello everybody. As I was saying, he did a lot of lobbying for Saudi Arabia as well. Okay, and he was the chair. He was the second RNC chair to be raided in the Mueller investigation. Interesting, no? What a coincidence! Like the first was Michael Cohen, so he's the RNC finance chair, the co-chair, I think, right? Oh, good, interesting. What a coincidence, no? Oh, what a coincidence! Great coincidence. So this is a guys. What interesting. Oh yeah. Oh my god. So okay, okay. So that's just minor. Everything is so minor. Okay. So then, guys. Okay. Now, okay. Then there's. I realize now. I'm like all the topics are huge. Okay. So then, okay. Then we have the rise of white supremacists. Okay, supremacy in general. Okay, with I don't want to go into the whole thing with the what happened in New Zealand. So awful, obviously. But it's clear, guys, okay, that this to me, this is my question. Is this ever going to be considered terrorism officially? Because guys, if you think about it, I remember I was in New York, as I said, 9/11. And the US fought really did so much, just like there were the websites that were hosting Al-Qaeda people or whatever, they were cut immediately. It was like everything was emergency. Right. I'm sorry, let's get real. These people have caused more deaths than any that I remember, that I like, oh, is that right? They're conducting, this is good. Because I was like, they have to, this is terrorism. I'm sorry. It's not just gangs and terrorism. That's what it is. And like the fact that they have these websites, Reddit, okay, like Reddit and like, what is it called? Not all Reddit, but they have one, it's called the poll, one subreddit that thing that hosts this, and also 4chan, whatever it's called. It's like, I remember, I'm just saying this, guys, because I remember 4chan, 8chan, that's right. I remember really well because I was in New York, like I was saying, the whole thing, everything they did to stop the Al-Qaeda. Why? I'm sorry. How is this any different? Okay. How is this any different? The difference is that, that this guy is in the White House and like, the signals or whatever. I mean, did you see the Mexican woman was doing the signs? Remember this story of the Kavanaugh hearing? So it's like all this, it's essentially is for the terrorism, right? Like this ideology and all these things. Okay. So when is this going to be treated for what it is? Okay. Because these people are terrorizing every day. There's like bomb, I'm sorry. That's what it is. Okay. No, but guys, he's part of it. He knows it. He knows what he's doing. And a part of their, so this has also happened with the Nazis. Very, very similar. A lot of irony, a lot of, blaming the other person and everything. So guys, did you see there was this news that Bannon connected to this? He wants to have some sort of camp in Italy for populism. In other words, I'm sorry, how is this camp that Bannon wants to have in a former monastery different from a terrorist training camp? I'm sorry, I don't think it is, because you're seeing what's happening in France. The yellow vests are basically far right trained people who from the far right. Okay. And it's an organized, it's very, to me, okay, I'm sorry. I don't see the difference. Okay. I don't see the difference. Okay. So this is the thing, guys. I feel like this has to be treated as terrorism because that's what it sounds, that's what it's like. Okay. So okay. So anyway, so it's like, the yellow jackets are not infiltrated. They are completely astroturfed. They're not infiltrated. They are totally fake. Okay. They get people to participate, but it's an astroturf far right movement. It's not the same. It's not infiltrated. The origin of this in itself is far right. You know what I mean? It's not as if it was like, oh no, it's not infiltrated. It's deliberately created as a far right thing. Okay. So anyway, no. This is what I'm saying, Christine. I'm saying that the whole the yellow jackets are fake by definition. Okay. This is not a natural movement. This is not like the 1968 protests in Paris. No, it's not. It's something very different. It's kind of like the Tea Party. Okay. Except that it has a bit more, it's staged. It's a bit more violence. Okay. Like I'm saying, it's not infiltrated. It's fake from the beginning. It's different. There's nothing that's what I'm saying. There's nothing genuine about it. Okay. Okay. Exactly. No, so from the beginning, it's not like, oh, coincidence. No, it's the MO. And until countries treat this as what it is, some sort of terrorist uprising, okay, far right uprising that's coordinated, and people are probably paid even to do it, like full of Russians over there. It's kind of crazy. They let it. So it has to be treated what it is. And I remember, guys, I had this vision about Bannon a long time ago. And I saw Bannon being arrested in a foreign country. And now it's making more sense, because this was before the Yellow Jacket things came out. And now I'm like, he has to be treated like, I'm sorry, what is the difference between Bannon and sort of like Osama bin Laden in a different way? He's the guy who's the ideologist, okay? He's pushing out the ideas and people are believing it, okay? So, so let me put the other one on. Where's the green one? I don't know. So, so this is it, guys. So okay, so let's get started. So this is just going over the topics. And then the last one is, okay, guys, this is so annoying. Deripaska sued the Treasury for the sanctions, okay? So Deripaska, it's like the guy, he's like, also he's being called, don't call me oligarch, just call me a Russian billionaire, okay? So I'm kind of annoyed, these people are trolling, okay? Trolling, it's so annoying, okay? They're trolling, okay? This is Alien, a costume. So, they're trolling, okay? Clav here. So they're trolling. So anyway, so this is it. It's ridiculous. Why? It's like, you would think that people like Deripaska that they would basically like be quiet, be like, oh, I don't want to bring attention to myself. But no, he's like, no, don't do this to me. So what the hell is going to happen, okay, with this thing, okay? So brazen, exactly. It's so disrespectful. It's like trolling, It's like a troll with money, okay? So, oh my God, I love it with the glasses. I love it. Oh my God, look, I love it. Huh. I look like Penelope. Penelope, the woman, remember the 60s cartoon Penelope? The one, she was in blonde, had pink outfit. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, so oh, hypnotizing. Ooh. Oh my God, guys, it got the cool Penelope pit stop. Rosa Costa Gator. I always want to be cartoon character. Okay. Why? This is really good, guys. So okay. So now let's go. Hey ho, let's go. 23 minutes talking for nothing. Wasting time here. Rosa Costa Gator. So now let's get to it right away. We'll get to it right away. Rosa Costa Gator. So guys, I just have to laugh a little because it's, stuff. Okay, so now let's go. Let's go to the topics. Okay. So how do I start here? Okay, let me just start from the top, okay? And I'm going to do visions, guys, okay? Because I want to cover all of it, okay? I want to cover everything. And then there's cards right next to me, so who knows? We may use them, but okay, let me get started, okay? That's for protection. Beautiful real light coming to my head as I breathe in. Feel the beautiful light as I breathe out. Create a beautiful circle of light. See beautiful circle of light. Protects me and I step into it. Full of love, full of connection. Beautiful circle of light, full of love. Connection to the higher power. I invite everybody in. Now we can all step into the circle. Hold hands, everybody together. And then we ask for protection for all of us. We ask for truth. We ask for information only from the highest sources, and only information that is not traumatizing. So, okay, simple information only from the highest sources. And I ask that it will create the good and only the good for all of us. Okay? Okay. So I have to die here. Okay. So next. So now questions. Okay. So first, the Deripaska is suing the government and the Treasury for the sanctions. What is going on here, and what's going to be the outcome of it? Okay, guys. So interesting. So okay. So it's kind of strange here. It showed that first he's like almost like eating a sandwich, like eating a sandwich like that. He's like, I want to sue them, whatever, because it's the whole thing is about it's like it's, and I think this is true of Russia's techniques. You know, they try to act more powerful than they really are. So when the U.S. government issued those sanctions, he's like, no, I'm on top. I'm gonna, no, you don't win. I win. You know, so it's kind of this game. Okay, this like game of whatever. So that's like what he's doing. He's like this game of fake power, you know, kind of like Monopoly. He thinks that he can act like he has a power and he's going to still have it. So it's just it's a power move. Okay. It's a propaganda move. Now, then it showed guys something kind of really creepy here. So then he's like, oh, whatever, I'm going to sue them. And then guys, it's as if it's almost like he is either killed. And I have to ask, like I said, I asked not for many traumatic things, but it shows that like it's almost like he's shot or like there's something like a bomb on his head or something. Everything explodes and it's over. He dies. I don't think this is real, you know, in the sense of like that this is gonna be, because it's almost as if like he's acting like he, oh wow, I'm so powerful, and the next thing you know, the guy's dead or it's over for him. Okay, so I want to know what does this mean? It's like a violent image of his end. It's kind of like for a while they could pretend it's almost like a person. It really is, guys. You know, I talk a lot about the Chihuahua syndrome, right? Where people, like the little dogs, bark really loud. And for a while, you know, if you don't see what the dogs look like, you actually believe that the little dog is dangerous. But when you actually see it, you're like, oh, it's just a little dog. And the Great Dane comes like, hello, Muller, you know. So what does this mean? Is this something that is symbolic or is it literal? Guys, you know, it shows, this is kind of interesting. I don't know. It shows that that he's just kind of an arrogant guy. You know, he's also there's a lot of stories about he's connected to the Russian mob or that he's like very aggressive, you know, that way. And that there's, like I said, the same thing. He's like doing his things, like I'm gonna sue them because I kind of can do it, whatever. The next frame is the world changes so quickly and so dramatically that he becomes nothing quickly. You know, so I don't know exactly how, but it shows that this is like it's gonna be a thing of the past, where he could be like, "Oh, look, I'm gonna sue them. Oh, how cute," or whatever, right? So, so I think it's like very swiftly, very quickly. Either okay, yeah, it's almost as if you guys, to me, it's almost like a. I'm trying to think of something comparable. Um, Okay, you know, the only other example that comes to my mind here is, have you seen these movies, okay? The movies of about airplane hijackings. You know, I forgot which ones in the 70s, okay, when they used to be airplane hijackings. And I remember it was like the Carlos Chacal, you know, those there was famous terrorists from, I don't, you know, stuff like that. When there's negotiations, they're very powerful, like, oh, we're gonna negotiate, you know, those kinds of things and all these different things. Like they're powerful. The guys there have hijacked the plane. Until they're shot in the head, it's over. That's the similar feeling here, okay? And this tells you like what they're like. You know, they're basically criminals, right? They're like hijacking the country in a way, right? They're kind of like they're acting like the criminal acting like he's powerful, but something bigger comes and takes him down. That's my sense. Okay. So, okay, what does this takedown mean? Guys, yeah, I feel like once, and you know, guys, I think it's worldwide, okay? That's I was telling you before. Remember the thing about England and the thing about the, you know, everything. I think there could be something that happens at once worldwide when there's all these things are revealed. Because if the Russian mob is as powerful as it looks, or they have all this money, you can't play around, you know? Because they're basically like, you know, it's like, yeah, they're confront, you know, they're being so arrogant that they're like, no, you don't, this doesn't apply to me. I'm gonna go to your I'm gonna sue it. You know, it's, don't you think it's like, this is too much? Okay, there's a line here. And that's what it shows, is that suddenly I think you know, honestly, guys, I said before, I feel like eventually Russia is gonna be like Iran, at least as long as they have this system, you know, kind of like they're gonna have all these, they're gonna be shut down from everything. And if you do business with them, it's gonna, nobody can do business with them, kind of thing. So because it's not enough, like, because look at Europe. They put these like terrorists, basically the yellow vest bullshit or whatever. So until, yeah, it's the same. Okay, look him up. Or they're Pascal. He's he's at the center of all this because he's the guy who paid Manafort. He's the guy who paid Manafort. He's the same person that got the sanction, the sanctions against him because of it. And guys, I think the sanctions was before Manafort even. Okay, so it's very, very. So once the whole thing comes out with Manafort, and the connection to him and to the Russian intelligence, this is the thing. He's the guy who owned Manafort. So think about it, okay? Until you remove, he's at the center of the election meddling thing. So unless this is the thing, guys. I think this guy, can you guys, this is okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me just go there. Okay, can we just say, this is like Osama bin Laden suing the U.S. You know what I mean? Think about it. Like it's kind of like, wait, I'm sorry, you attacked the whole thing and now you're suing. It's kind of like, don't you think it's kind of too much? Like there's a line, you don't like do it. It's like so arrogant and so aggressive, right? So anyway, yeah, exactly. So then, so anyway, so this is it. Okay, so that's what it shows. It shows that it's all very cute. It's all very cute. Okay, and then boom, the whole thing is over. It's almost like he's nothing. He's lint. And I don't know. Okay, I don't care. I don't know that he's gonna die. It's not the point. The point is not, like I said, what it suggests to me is not that it's personal in the sense of like he's gonna die or something happens to him. It's not that. It's the sense that the world, almost like if there's an earthquake kind of feeling, the building collapses. Okay, so everything that he's involved in is over. It's not just him. That's my sense. It's not that he, obviously he's part of the people who are targeted, but it's not just about him. It's about like all kinds of things. Okay. So yeah. So this is it, guys. It's a very serious, it's like boom, bye. And it's like the air is like out of the, I don't know how you call it, out of the room or something. You know what I mean? It's like suddenly he's like the tough guy, but the next day it's nothing. It's just dust. That's the feeling. It's strange. Okay. It's strange. So I almost want to do cards for this one, guys, but let's, I don't know if I want to do it now. Let's do this. Let me cover all of it, other questions, and then we can come back. Don't you think? What do you think? I think we should cover more questions and then go back to cards if we have time. Let me know what you think, okay? What do you think? Yeah, do the questions, right? Do all the questions, come back. Okay. So now let's go. Okay, so it's interesting. Now I'm just doing the order, guys, not being very emotional. No, I'm not. I'm a little not emotional. So the rise of white supremacist terrorist attacks. Will it increase when Trump leaves? Will it be okay? So okay. So yeah. So but I'll do the cards later, okay? Because I feel like it's important to look at the other questions, okay? So so what about the white supremacist thing? Is this going to be considered terrorism once Trump leaves? What's going to happen? Oh, happy birthday, your birthday. Oh my God, happy birthday. I didn't see it. Okay. Oh no. Have fun, Jen. Happy birthday. I didn't see it. I didn't read it before. So, oh, happy birthday. Okay. Oh my God. Oh no, I didn't see it. I'm sorry, Jen. It was not part of... Happy birthday. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Happy birthday. Oh. Oh no. Okay. Oh, okay. So happy birthday. Oh, her granddaughter. Okay. Her granddaughter. Okay. So I was like, oh, okay. Not Jen. Okay, her granddaughter. Okay. No, it's her granddaughter. It's not her. It's her granddaughter. So it's okay. It's okay. Jen, not GR, Jen, JAN, right? Yeah. So guys, okay, so I'm gonna close. Okay, so this is very interesting, guys. So this is what it suggests. Okay, that there is, and this is going back, guys, to, I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you remember this, that I did a reading a while back about this. Okay, there was a time a few, like maybe like 6 months ago or something, where all these white supremacist gangs in Florida were arrested. Remember this? There was arrests of gangs or something. And it shows that this is connected. The reason why they're going to be connected to terrorist stuff is also because Russia has infiltrated these networks as well. So they are, in fact, paid. Okay, it's not just some guys who are hateful. There are now connections. There are like groups, okay, that they would want to kind of like, those like separatists groups or whatever you call it. You know how different countries sometimes they have it. They had in Italy, they had Brigaterosse, they had different countries, it's sometimes it's something like that. So they're not just paid, but it's organized. That's the point. So once this whole thing with Trump goes down, they have to they realize that Russia has like pushed money into these groups that they ideologically feed. Guys, remember how it's very serious, because I think Russia basically lets the ideology go, and they help with the internet stuff, because it's very big on like hate speech and all that. So this is it, guys. They are a big part of the Russia plan. I said before, and this is why it's going to be considered that, because let me just say, okay, guys, something very interesting. You know what I'm going to say, guys? It sounds crazy, okay? No, not brainwashing, but like actual terrorism, like how it's all about networks, and it's about not just brainwashing. It's not brainwashing necessarily, no. It's more like actively, something active. Okay. So anyway, it's kind of like, for example, like I said, there's these preachers who they go after, how the preacher, remember how it used to be the thing about 9/11, right? They would go to the whatever mosque or something, and there was some radical, forgot the Muslim preacher, whatever you call it, right? So then they would kind of incite the violence. Imam, that's right, incite the violence, and the crazy person would do something. So similar here. These gangs, they're kind of like pushing, you should go after, pushing, so they actually commit these crimes. It's not totally independent. Like, it's like there's coordination. And also, like I said, Russia uses it for money laundering. They use it for their agenda. This is what is happening in France, like I was telling you guys, okay? So okay, so what it's saying here is that this is not because, before you used to think, white supremacists are so separate, but now they're going to see that the white supremacist is a weapon of the Russians, essentially, okay? Because they have infiltrated the whole thing with the white race or whatever. They're like, come to us, we're the white country or whatever. And so Russia, God knows, okay, as far as with this thing with Putin, it may be that they're going to be considered like a terrorist kind of country, okay? Kind of like Libya or something, honestly, because think about, like I said, Europe and the US, all these movements, they're paying for all of it. So it's kind of like they have to shut down, and when they decide to shut down, everybody decides to shut down this whole thing. That's when they get to the white supremacists, So it's like they were watching, but not really. They were like, all they cared about was like ISIS or whatever, right? So while they were not looking, all these things grew, and they have to take down, because it's like now it's become, guys, international terrorism. That's what it is, Think about the New Zealand stuff. And guys, I'm not reading this because it's too disgusting, but there were reports that this guy, this guy who killed the kids, okay, I'm sorry, killed the Muslim people in New Zealand. He traveled to France, okay, and he's Australian. So it's kind of like, I'm sure, what was he doing there? I'm sure he was like meeting up with some Russians or whatever you call it. You know what I mean? So like, or these people in the movement or whatever you call it, So it's like, think about it, right? So this is it. I think but it's like, is, guys, what it is like I said, guys, but Christine, this is the thing I wanted to make clear here, guys, is that these movements have always existed, right? The right, far right. But what happens is Russia realized that they could influence them or finance them, and then becomes the connector to all of it. So in a way, in an ironic way, guys, this is interesting because it suggests that, just as I said the thing about Trump before, that it becomes how it's also removed. Because in a way, it becomes a little bit easier to continue. Because like I said, since once you have this kind of like clear dots, you're like, okay, so then we can remove, like that. Okay, so this is interesting. Okay, so what's gonna happen? Wow. So guys, very interesting. Okay, very interesting. So for the first time, okay. Very interesting. Very interesting here. It's saying that for the first time that we remember, there's going to be like the recognition of white terrorism, like West created terrorists. Okay, because before it was like, oh, look, Arab nations or whatever, like, oh, look at them, they're terrorists. So now it's going to be, the world's going to be like, these people essentially are terrorists. Okay, they were created in the West to attack the West and also other areas. Okay, that's what, guys. I'm sorry. Is there another way to put it? No. These, right? I just don't understand this. What is? I'm sorry. What is the difference? What is the difference between these guys? And I have a very close friend who's Muslim, and she told me, and this is also, I read this after, also too, that the people from ISIS, and this is what I also read, is very clear, that were never religious. They were not radical religious people ever. It's just that they're like, oh, they realized that they could go in and kind of be thugs, just like these people are thugs. You know what I mean? It's sort of like the thugs connect to these ideologies. She's like, and that's, there's nothing to do with like being, you know what I mean? Muslim, like, it's just like these random people. Okay, they were radicalized in those ways, and so this is it. Okay, so the same thing here. It's like, oh, they found some excuse to be shady, like not shady, like to attack. Okay, and I think, like I said, that when it connects to Russia, they realize like Russia is like this terrorist state. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know another way to put it. Because, guys, the difference is it's not enough for them to be just with the US. It's all over the world. All over the world, okay? It's all over the world. So like, as you guys know, Brazil, like Bannon is I'm sorry, like I said, guys, Bannon. Okay, let me now focus here because I want to know Bannon. Is Bannon going to be, like, remember, guys, I want to ask again, was he going to be arrested the way I saw? Because that's what he is. He's a terrorist, okay? Like, right? Think about it. He's inciting violence, okay? Inciting violence, okay? Okay, so anyway, so this is it. Okay, so what is Bannon's role is going to be exposed. Yeah, guys, this is the thing. I feel like this is the thing. I feel like how it's going to happen, okay? I feel like the same thing. Remember how I saw the thing with the queen, okay? I feel like it's going to happen in the same way that where it's going to be something out of nowhere, okay? Like out of nowhere, it's going to come out, and it's because this is the thing, guys. This is the thing. Right now, because of the Russia, all the aggression, everything, it has to be done at once. So the French especially know the Bannon is a big part of it. And they're going to be like, this guy is going to come out, we kind of like are going to make a decision and do it quickly, very quickly. So this is it. It's going to be, but I think this is going to go down at once because it's a worldwide thing. Okay. So yeah, I think, but he's like, hey, and remember I said this before, guys, I remember so well. He was in Europe. Remember when I saw him being arrested? And he may even die there or something, like, I don't know, something like he's very sick, but he's arrested. He's under arrest there, some country, I don't know where. Okay, so he's like such a dangerous person, It's very sad. It's horrible. So, okay, so guys, okay, now there's more, okay? There's time to move on, okay? Okay, so Okay, so guys, okay, I'm just doing something. Okay, so then Elia Brody, okay. Elia Brody, the raid. Now, guys, this is a little bit, how do I say this? I almost feel like this is a little bit like, not abstract, but it's almost like there's too much there. It's too, I kind of want to leave it for last, the Brody situation, okay? Because it's like, yeah, we know all of it. We know that we know all of it already. Like he's involved in so much. But I kind of want to leave it at last because it connects to MBS. I want to know. Okay, so first let's go to MBS, or let's go to Cindy Yang and then MBS and then Brody. Okay, let's do this. So Cindy, guys, there's also the story of Deutsche Bank, but it's like, I don't know. But let me go. Okay, so now, so what is the story about MBS and Saudi Arabia, and the story that his father, the king, is limiting his powers? Is this true? And if so, how and why? And is this somehow connected to the Mueller investigation? Okay, so guys, so this is interesting, okay? And so funny because it's similar to the image I saw. He's drugged. He's drugged. Okay, he's drugged to like, he kind of falls apart. Okay, like kind of like wobbly. Okay, and then it's interesting. It's like the crown, where the crown would be. It's like it's basically telling me they think he's radioactive because it's like ding, ding, the thing emanated from top of his head, meaning the country, the king and the advisors think that he's radioactive, that everything he touches creates problems, and that he's kind of mentally ill. I think this is probably true, guys, because he's kind of like, he doesn't, it's kind of like he has too much power, and he's just, it's like, how do I explain it? He's like, what is it? It's like he doesn't, how do I even explain it? It's like he doesn't understand, like Trump, but sort of like he doesn't understand the consequences. Like he doesn't understand consequences. So they feel like he's given money to he's like, he given money to Jared, too much money to Jared. He's like like petty. Okay, he's petty. He's not thinking of the country. They're saying he's not. He's like, okay, I understand we're the royal family here, but still, he doesn't understand. He doesn't think about the country. He doesn't understand the consequences, and he can't be challenged. So can you imagine, guys? He's a psychopath. Like he, kills people. Like if you're in a meeting with him, and you're a high level person, you're like, oh, hey, I don't know if it's a good idea to say this. What does he do? He cuts your arm off. Like literally, you can't disagree with him because you die. Like seriously, that's. It creates a situation exactly like. So this is the thing, guys. I think I'm bipolar. He's like histrionic, okay, and then he gets like that, okay. He's just very dangerous person. So I think he was drugged, so he could be removed. Like I just feel like this is why I said, guys, before. Remember the thing about him? I think he belonged. He's gonna be like his whole life in a psychiatric hospital over there, okay? And I'm remembering, guys. Do you remember? Oh no, it was UAE, not Saudi Arabia. Do you remember the story of the woman, the princess, who disappeared? Remember this woman who wanted to escape Dubai? Remember the story? It's a different country, but similarly, like, so they caught her and nobody knew where she was. They thought she was dead or something. Remember the story? It was a long story. There was like all these TV shows about it. Like, where is she? She wanted to escape. She made this video about how she wanted to leave. And then recently there was these photos of her, or like video, where she was like, you don't remember the story? Some people asked me to do a reading on her. I forgot her name, but she's a princess in Dubai. She's the daughter of the monarch there. and she wanted to escape. So there was like this elaborate ways that she wanted to escape the country. She couldn't. They caught her. Okay, so then there's all these images of her today. She's like this. Her eyes are like a person who's drugged. Okay, you could tell. I mean, I didn't see, but it was obvious that she's not the same. She's on drugs 24/7. You know, they're like they're abusing psychiatric drugs on her. But kind of, that's the future I see for MBS, to be honest. Okay, yeah, you know what I mean. So I feel like similarly with MBS here, except that very different situation. Right? She wanted to be herself. She couldn't. MBS is too much of himself. And he doesn't mind destroying the world. It's like if you imagine like how dangerous it is, a person like that. Like if you look at him, he's the type of person, MBS is paranoid. So he thinks if you look at him weird, he wants you dead, and he can get you killed just because you look at him a certain way. That's what we're dealing with here. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so because I feel like he's screwed up so much, and there's stuff about it's the death of Khashoggi. It's the Mueller investigation. It's like there's some bad stuff coming in with, what's his name? Jared. I feel like the king sees the Jared's like, no, damn it. Jared is like such a waste of time. Yeah, he's the king. People there, they're like, oh my God, this guy Jared, he's just trouble. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And they feel like, I think Jared, because he's so Machiavellic, he knows how to push psychopaths because he was raised by one. Okay, and guys, I remember this book that I always talk about it. They postponed it was supposed to be released on this Wednesday, but it's not gonna be next week, I think, or 26th of March or something like that. Anyway, it's called Kushner Inc. And they were talking about exactly what I had seen before. Remember that his dad controlled him too much growing up. Exactly, like he was in his personal space. I've said it, like I said before. The Kushner's dad was very controlling and very like almost like, not sexual, but there was something there, too much control of his body. It was something weird like that. Anyway, so the book confirms it. And what I'm saying this about how Jared is connected to MBS is that Jared knows how to manipulate the psychopath. Okay. So this is why he manipulated, because what he wanted was the money. And though he's like, whatever, right? So this is guys, I think he just goes on. He can't sleep. This is the thing. I feel like he couldn't sleep and he gets crazy and he can do whatever he wants. So he doesn't have a regular schedule. He was very moody and very like crazy, and he would scream and break things. And so he's not worth it. Okay. So this is the thing. I think he's slowly going to be phased out of it. Okay. They have to change the strategy. Like, we have to change the strategy. This is crazy. This guy, they were saying he had good ideas in terms of tech. He wanted the country to be not less dependent on oil, which makes perfect sense. But the problem is how he went about it, killing people, and like, why did the king choose? Because I think it was the son, right? I mean, I think it's not like I think it's kind of how, okay, why did it choose him? Oh, okay, this is the other thing, guys. Okay, long story. This is not, I'm just going to say quickly because I have other topics to cover, okay? So there was a story, I remember, that he is also Machiavellic. He kind of, oh, guys, also Jared is, oh my God. Guys, okay, this is the thing. Oh my God, it's so crazy. Do you remember how, guys, I one of the very funny first videos I did was like what was Jared doing in Saudi Arabia? Remember how like Jared went to Saudi Arabia on the down low, and then 3 days later there was some sort of coup and he killed all these people. And that's a few days after Jared showed up there. So somehow Jared connects with MBS and kind of convinces him to help him with the coup. He gives names of, remember the story, right? He gives names of people who are against him or something like that. So then he gets these people killed or tortured, whatever, or they have accidents with like helicopters. Remember the story? So this is like he got people out. Like there's something like he schemed his way into it, but it's also because he's the son. It's complicated. I don't know why. So he made himself look like he was doing the right thing. So it was just a kind of a mild coup. Okay. So they're like, uh-oh, now the king wakes up to the truth of who his son really is. because he didn't want to see it. You know, he was only seeing, you know how, for example, guys, I'm sure we have all met people who are like very nice to, you know, the people who are nice to certain people, but very mean to others. That's kind of like how Jared and MBS were. So he's like, he was very nice to the king. He kind of did what was, you know, what was told, like what he thought. He flattered the right people, so everybody started believing it. And then, you know, the same thing. So then now the truth is coming out about who he is, and it's unsustainable because he's putting Saudi Arabia under so much trouble. Okay, so you know, it's just so that's what I think. Okay, so micro. Oh, interesting, Melissa. That's a great term. She says my friend calls that being micro nice. Exactly. It's like he's like on doses. Okay, doses like to certain people and kind of to get the power. And then Jared, this is the thing, guys. Okay. Does the king know that? Yeah, I feel like there's all these like the Justice Department. There's all these inquiries into Saudi money and businesses, and they know that it's because Jared, you know. So this is it. He wants to get them. They're like, get this guy out of the picture. Get him out, because he all he does is a mess. He's like, right? It's true. He makes a horrible mess. For all, you know, if he had any qualities, like he's just this. Guys, you know what's this reading is showing me is very creepy. Is that Jared is a lot closer to MBS than we know. He's actually very responsible for what happened in Saudi Arabia in many ways. I can't even tell you guys how creepy this is. Oh my God, I just can't. Not just sold the U.S. intelligence, but he also got Saudi people killed. You know, not just the U.S. people, but also Saudis. You know, because it gave their name. When you think about it, guys, it's so. I'm just like, what? For your stupid building. Oh my God, I'm just like, it's just unbelievable. Oh my God, I just can't. You know, it's like really for what? So now I think there's some, because it was like Saudi Arabia is going down, okay, and there's like all these threats of war, and Iran. You know, I know a lot of people hate Iran, and it's not to say that I like love them or anything, but Iran kind of holds it together. It has a lot of power in the Middle East, and you know, I know some people don't like it, but they support the Palestinians, and I, you know, generally like support the Palestinians too. So it's like. So it's kind of like he's willing to do anything, and he's kind of disrespecting a lot of Middle East countries. You know, they deal with a lot of things. I know, like I said, you know, there's all kinds of bad things about Iran, but I'm sorry, Saudi Arabia, seriously, no. Okay, I'm sorry, no. Okay, like I don't know, just like I don't think it's right. You know, it's like it's not right. Like this guy's crazy. He's willing to do, and it's like for what? He's not thinking. And I feel like I said, guys, you know, over there in the Middle East. Everything is so complicated. It's like what did it say? It's a powder. It's what is it? It's a barrel of powder. I don't know, I forgot. So basically, it's always about to explode any minute. So you have to thread powder keg, right? So you have to thread very carefully because it's very delicate. And there comes MBS. Oh, I'm gonna do it, man. Oh, you look at me weird. I'm gonna get you. And it's like, no, you can't do that. There's a reason why it's not done that way, okay? So this is it. I think he's okay. So guys, you know, it's actually a very good sign for us. It's a very good sign for us that this is happening over there because it shows that it's probably close to the end here, okay? So, you know, so anyway, just to finish the thing about Saudi Arabia, I just read today that there are 5,000 Saudi princes. Can you imagine? Such as to be a Saudi prince, the lowest salary they have, so they get a salary from the government. The minimum money they have is $200,000 a year. Okay. So, but most of them have millions, very wealthy, but just so interesting, right? 5,000 princes. It's not that much. It's not a lot of people, right? 5,000. I'm a prince. Are you a prince? I'm a prince. Yeah, I'm a prince. Everybody's a prince. I'm a prince. So, you know, I don't know that you want to be, you know, I don't know, guys. I don't know how it is. Being women there is like, it's not the same. Being a princess is like you're like belong in some harem or something, right? No, that's too much. Could the king of Saudi Arabia? No, that's not. He's not. He's an American citizen. That's totally unnecessary and complicated because that would be like create drama. Like, oh look, Jared is a victim of Saudis. Like, no, Jared needs to be tried here because he's screwed up here. You know. So right. So, and the, oh, guys, the other thing it's telling me here is that they may be giving some information about Jared to the U.S. government if they want the U.S. government back, right? So anyway, so this is it. Now, let me go back to the list. Okay, so now quickly, now that we've talked about it, okay, so is there any connection? What is the connection between Brody and MBS, or the is the Brody raid somehow connected to this? Yeah, he was. I feel like it's showing here that MBS and the Saudis, they hired a lot of people in the US, okay? Like lobbyists and those kinds of things. So he was just he's like a business partner, okay? So it's like there's guys, I see all these like document things. What is it called? Like a subpoena, lots and lots of subpoenas, requests for documents for all kinds, because the Saudis are involved in this in different ways, in all kinds of corrupt schemes with the government. You know, all the people connected to Trump. So yes, okay. So it's just that they can't, guys. They're bracing. This is the other thing. The Saudis are bracing themselves for bigger scandals. Okay, so this is why they're like, hey, this guy needs to stay away until we solve. It's going to take a long time. So this is it. Okay, and the Brody is part of it. Yes. Okay. So let's just see here. Okay. So just quickly, guys, before I still have one question here. Interesting. So does Jared know? Did Jared know that this was going to happen? And how does Jared feel? Because I see Jared kind of like, oh, kind of like worried. And I kind of have a feeling that he can't get in touch with MBS for some reason. Like his contact was cut. Like he calls and he can't talk to him. There's just something here, okay? What's the deal? Yeah, okay, this is interesting. Okay, so it shows that Jared's like, oh no, like that. Okay, so but at the same time, he's calling, he can't get through with him, but because I see here that the Saudi advisors there are saying that Jared is a very bad influence on MBS, and that Jared is dumb, and that he has pushed MBS into making horrible decisions. Okay. And it shows that they have I've said before, guys, I think Jared and BS have relations. I cannot tell you, I think my sense about MBS is that he's gay. Okay. And I'll be like, probably honestly, just by saying that I'll be killed or whatever, but there's just something about him. I think there's a gay, he's like not resolved, he's mentally, I don't know why. And I feel like Jared is like a gateway into this, have relationships. Huh? Something. Hmm? Yeah. Hmm? Hmm. We have connection. Yeah, we do. So I feel like there's two things. Like, because I was seeing here, guys, I closed my eyes and I saw their mutual attraction. One, Jared loves him because he's an actual prince. He has true power, and it's a monarchy. Like he loves it. He's like, oh, he's a prince. He's a prince. And when he looks at Jared, he's like, oh, look, he's a legit guy. He has, he's connected to tech because his brother is a VC, so he's like, he's a modern guy, and he's so well dressed or whatever. So anyway, so it's kind of like, so that's a connect, because I see this attraction, like they each want what the other has. Okay, so oh my God, guys, I see, can I tell you? I see a lot eye to eye. Like sometimes they have chemistry. They have a chemistry together. They look at each other's eyes and they're like, whoa, interesting information. Huh? Oh, baby. Ooh. Oh my God. I don't know that they have sex. Huh? I'm sorry. I'm too much to support. This is a channel. Sex investigator. This is a erotic channel. No. gross. No, I'm sorry, not like that. I don't like this stuff. TMI, TMI. But but it's kind of like I see they have chemistry. They have this like, when eye meets another eye. No, not bromance. Bromance is like guys were friends. This is not bromance. It's a thing, you know. Bromance is not. No, it's like a romance. Yes, a romance. Okay, so I feel, guys, there's a lot of connection. Okay, they like touch each other. Like they kind of like it's like, was it Breakback Mountain? Bareback Mountain. I'm sorry. No, what is it called? No, it's not metro. No, metrosexual. No, guys. You guys don't get. No, metrosexual is like straight guys who broke back a mountain. Yeah, let's go over to the mountain. Ride a horse. Yeah. So, no, but seriously, I don't think they were necessarily consumed it. Okay. So, but I feel like they had a real chemistry, and they were kind of like like each other. They felt the sexual thing. Metrosexual. Okay, metrosexual bromance. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, both are straight. Okay, camel. What is that, camel? Yeah. So, anyways, so the camel had the little thing. Yeah, they just like each other. Okay, they really do have this kind of like the sexual. Oh, can I just say it? Okay, sexually aroused by each other's company. Let's just put it this way. Okay, I think honestly it would have been too dangerous to like do something more real, but I feel like they kind of like brushed each other, whatever kind of thing, like, like, oh my God. Oh, interesting informations. Interesting informations. Ooh, baby. So I think they have chemistry, okay, and they feel like they were, I don't know if they were soulmates, but they were close, So, and over there, Saudi Arabia, it's very illegal to be gay. I think you could die I'm serious, okay? So they could not do it, okay? Anyway, so the story, okay, so the story is, the Saudis don't want him with Jared because they know that Jared is a bad influence on that level as well, okay? Okay. This is it. I feel like, and for whatever reason, guys, I really don't think, like I said, that the guy is straight. I do not get it. I don't know that I have a gaydar. Do I have a gaydar? I don't know, but I feel it. I kind of feel like I don't. Okay, does he have wives, or is he? I don't sense it, guys. And he's, for that type of country, he's pretty old. Okay, he's like in his mid-30s or something, and I think he does not have children. He does not have, you know what I mean? Don't you think it's a little bit strange? I think at this stage, he would be married by now. Even if you don't know the name, you would know that he was like, you know what I mean? There would be a huge wedding or something like that. So it's kind of like, right? And I just don't have this sense about him that he is, interested in that stuff. So, oh, yeah. So, you know what I mean? They have harems, but I think you still need. But I still think they are married, right? You have the whole. I think with harem, I could be wrong, but I think the whole thing with harem is that you can have 20 wives, and that's your harem. But it's not just like random women. They will still be the wife. You have to be the wife, okay? So you know what I mean. So I don't think that, right? I mean, how do you get 5,000 princes? Because people have babies. They have sex, they procreate, or whatever, right? So 5,000, princes, right? So how do you even know? So, so that's what I think. Okay. So that's my sense. Now, okay. Now we resolve this. So I think, yeah, they're separating them, but okay. So they have a vision. It also shows me, guys, how Jed was like, we can have the world to ourselves. We can lead the world. You are so, oh my God, Jared's so gross. He's like, he's pumping his ego. He's like, you are so special. You have a beautiful vision for the new world. We love it. I'm Jared. I think he really knows how to run the country. He's so good. Yeah, he really is great. He's great. He's a real prince, So, well, Ivanka, I don't know, guys. Okay, now let me go. Let me go to here to the other questions. Okay, so we have Cindy Yang. So Cindy Yang, okay, Cindy Yang. Oh, what's gonna happen to the correct? Oh my God, this is good, guys. This is good. What's gonna happen to Cindy Yang? Is she gonna have conversations with the government? Okay, guys. Oh my God. So, guys, okay, this is kind of creepy. So, what I'm seeing here, and I find it hard to believe, okay, that there's this. I remember how I said there's like that Cindy Yang when I did the reading about her that she gives a percentage of something a cut to Trump, okay, and I feel like she talks about it. Either I have a hard time believing it's gonna come out like that, but there's a spreadsheet and they talk about it, okay. There's a spreadsheet where it's like, oh, so this is how much money you paid to him. Yes, we paid from the revenues of something. So, so that's what I feel like it's gonna come out, the money that she pays. And guys, it's already come out. Did you see the thing about how she put in the money contributions to his campaign or something? And then that's one, and then two is gonna come out that she's paid off. She used to pay, people. Oh, and what guys already come out? Did you see that it's come out that she provides women for Mar-a-Lago? Oh, this is it. That is it. It's all public already. That she would send some women over there to the people in the hotel. It's already public. So of course she would pay off a cut to Trump, right? He knows about it because she used to run basically like whatever escort service, right? Then don't think about it. I would assume that if you have a hotel, right? It's not even a hotel, it's some sort of private club. And you know that those women are going to go there. They're prostitutes or whatever you call it, if you give a little bit of a money, right, then there's not going to be trouble. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no trouble. No, just give a little cash. I did not see it. You can't have anybody do cash. So I'm sure. Don't you think, guys? I have another income stream exactly. And this is how guys. Okay. So I have to remove it because it's kind of bad. Okay. So this is kind of how think about it. How is somebody like her, like just think about it, how she can get away with this stuff, okay? And guys, I said before, just a reminder, when I did the reading about this before, I saw that she has been paying him before he was a candidate. This was a business deal about their, him having Mar-a-Lago, and then, right? So it's going to come out. Oh my God, it's like crazy because it's showing here again. It's going to come out how she paid him a percentage. Oh my God. But so what happened to Trump is showing here, is telling me here too, that Trump could not, one of the problems he had when he became president is that he could never remove himself from because let's say that Trump became president, right? But he was like, you know what? I'm going to be a different person. I'm going to cut off all these people that I used to be, used to have whatever shenanigans with or whatever, right? So no, he didn't do that. He in fact did the opposite. He brought them in. So then you have all these people who have shady criminal kind of histories, doing these shady things. And, he brings them in. So this is it, guys. And I feel like, guys, it's showing that he had deals. Okay, not just her, but all kinds of other, what do you call it? Other prostitution services, okay? There's the Chinese and there's also the Russians. There's different kinds over there, okay? Guys, it's telling me, oh my God, guys, this is, guys, know it's also public, that there used to be parties at Mar-a-Lago. I see here prostitution parties in Mar-a-Lago, okay? And that over there, men who are very wealthy or something, they know that Mar-a-Lago is a place for prostitution, to meet prostitutes or to have prostitute parties or something like that, okay? So because Trump knows the games, okay? That most places you would not be able, most places that would not happen, but it happens in Mar-a-Lago. They have these services for members, quote unquote. Okay. And that's also why, oh my God. So anyway, so like I said, he gets money from more than one, not just Cindy, but it's a business practice that he has, okay? Oh, let it lights, let it. Can you imagine, guys, how low end this is? Can you imagine? It's so sad, right? So, because guys, it's showing me, it's so interesting. So Trump is like the swamp, the swamp creature. He's like the criminal who suddenly found a new destiny. Okay, now he can't get rid of. He can't get rid of all. But guys, the same. But the thing though is, you see her with a party, like on the party. She was not old. It's recently that she has these in pictures with all of them. So this is not. Think about it. This is not old. This is right now. And I think it's like, like I was saying, guys, the Republicans, the far right, they love Trump because he creates the chaos that they want. But they have to put up with this, okay? Oh my God. And the other thing, guys, it's showing, there was this, oh my God, am I just like. Oh my God. I read that she shook down her employees to pay the $50,000 donation to Trump. I'm sure it's more, there's more to this story, guys. But, oh my God, I'm not surprised. It's all criminal activity, right? What the hell is this, right? Oh my God. I'm just like. Okay, so, oh my God. Okay, so guys, oh my God. Oh boy. Okay, so, okay, guys. So, okay, so. So, guys, okay, just quickly, okay, I have 5 minutes, okay. No, it's out there. It's already in public, most of it, okay. So, guys, okay, so I just want to say, I have 5 minutes, okay. So before I go, there's two big questions. I don't know that I can answer because I feel like it's gonna bring up a lot of things. So the thing about Brody, there's a thing about Deutsche Bank. I feel like Deutsche Bank needs a whole, almost like another, much more time because I have, don't you think? I think the Deutsche Bank thing is just like a lot. I need to read it a little bit more, but more is gonna come out about this. Okay, I need to read it, this article today, and then do it. Okay, and then. Okay, so Brody, okay, let just quickly, what does Brody have on Trump as far as this raid was concerned? Payments to women. Oh my God, he's showing here the payment to the woman that he got pregnant. Trump got pregnant. Okay. Because he has the file of the woman. I don't think that guy got that woman pregnant herself. You know when I'm talking about the woman, the whole abortion thing, the paying for the abortion. Yeah, I don't think that was him. The Brody himself. Because it shows there's these files of the payments. Okay, he has files of the payment to this woman. I think, okay, and I don't think it was his because he keeps these actually files very organized. It's like, oh, this woman, I was told or whatever. Like, I don't think he was actually involved in this woman. Okay, I don't think so. Okay. Yeah, no. Okay. No, guys, okay, just okay. So that what else? So it says here, MBS, Saudi Arabia, payoffs to Trump, payoffs, kind of like schemes to launder money and schemes to launder money through the U.S. in politics. Okay, so guys, okay, what is the difference between Brody and Michael Cohen? Michael Cohen knows Trump as a person. Brody is more like a lobbyist, right? Like a broker of deals, broker of relationships. Okay, so he's more volume, has more, almost like Brody, like Cohen was relatively small time. even though he's involved with the Russia, like payments and stuff. He's more like a executor of stuff. But Brody is more like a broker of relationships. Okay, like a broker of like big deals, agent. Yeah. So he's a bigger deal, much bigger deal, and much smarter than Cohen, or like in bigger into bigger games, bigger. And it's showing me that he's friends with Nader. Nader was very, connected over there with the Middle East. And I feel like he knows a lot about MBS. Also the Malaysia stuff. Malaysia is a whole other scandal, Malaysia. Basically, guys, he helps people launder money, okay? Payments, laundering money, how to get your money from one country to another, how to make yourself look clean in the US, honestly. It's kind of crazy. Can you believe that, guys? It's like, oh my God. Dark one, exactly. So, okay, so what else? Okay, is he collaborating with the government? What's going on? Oh my God, he has so much. Guys, they got all the files. This is the thing. It's very interesting. So they got the files. Oh yeah? The feds are like, bitch, we got the receipts. So we got 5,000 receipts over here. What the hell is this, bitch? You're going to start telling us right now because we got the files. And by the way, you don't have to tell anything because we already have it. So we can put you in jail for 30 years. Yeah, 30 years. So, oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, no, I did recently write Bannon, but it's like I saw. But Melissa, did you see? I looked into Bannon just today. Did you see the thing about his arrest? Maybe you missed it, but I looked into him just today, Bannon, when I was looking into the white supremacists. Yeah, at the beginning. So at the beginning, it was. I think it's the second topic. The second topic is white supremacists. So his role in this and how he's going to be arrested in Europe. Okay, I think. Yeah, I think so. So anyway, oh my God. Wow, guys. So this is interesting, huh? Interesting. I'm happy for the hats because otherwise, can you imagine the dirt? The dirt? Can you imagine the dirt? Oh my God. Can you imagine, guys, the dirt on this, like, today? Every day is like so disgusting, you know what I mean? So anyway, guys, so this was very nice having conversations with everybody. So, all right. And so, yeah. So tomorrow, guys, like I said, I'm in the middle of like, kind of packing up a little bit or moving or reorganizing my house or whatever, completely. So it, I don't know. I may not, I don't know. I think there's a chance, okay, that I may or may not, okay, but I don't know. But I'm around, otherwise I'll let you know. I have addictions. I need to have conversations. So, okay. All right, guys. So 9 o'clock, 9:01, time for Rachel. So, okay. See you later. Alligators. See you later. Alligators. Okay. All right. So have a good night and see you soon. If I don't see you tomorrow, okay? I'll let you know. All right. Good night.